there. My name is Sam Surety, and I am here to talk about what is surety and what are surety bonds. The concept of surety is thousands of years old. It is mentioned in the Bible and was used a lot in the expansion of the Roman Empire. And we all heard all roads led to Rome. The building of those roads was quite a project. When a town or village was looking to get a road built, quite often the prospective builder or artisan, or what we call contractor, would get a letter of assurance from say, a Roman senator, giving his guarantee that that contractor can do the work. That is still really the general premise for surety today. Surety bonds simply guarantee a person or a business will do what they say, perform a task, or follow the law. While surety companies are licensed as insurance companies, surety is not insurance. Insurance is purchased for the protection against a loss and pays out the claim to the purchaser to the loss incurred, such as when you have a car accident. The insurance pays you to get it fixed. Not so with surety. The purchaser, we'll call them a principal, buys a bond as part of a qualification requirement. The bond guarantees that that principal will be responsible for any claim. The principal actually guarantees, indemnifies the surety that they, the principal, will be responsible for any and all claim payments to the party that actually required the bond. We call them the obligee. So if you get a bond that guarantees you will pay your electric bill, it's called a utility deposit bond, and you don't pay, and the electric company comes to the surety for money, the surety will pay it. And then the surety comes to you, the principal, to get their money back and any and all costs added to that. Today's modern surety can generally be divided into two types. Type 1 would be a construction contract surety bond. Contract surety involves the guaranteeing of construction-related contracts for building roads, bridges, buildings, or any sort of structure. Federal and state laws require that contracts be bonded so that public funds are protected. Contract surety primarily uses three types of bond forms: bid bond, performance bond, payment bond. Bid bonds are used when the contractor submits a competitive bid for a certain project. The bid bond amount is usually 10% of the amount of the bid, sometimes could be 5%. In most cases, the bid bond guarantees that should the contractor be the successful low bidder, they will sign the contract and they will provide whatever bonding is required. If the contractor does not sign the contract and provide the bonding, then the job can be awarded to the next lowest bidder, and the contractor with the surety is obligated to pay the difference between their bid and that next lowest bidder up to the value of the bid bond. Now, a performance bond guarantees that the contractor will do what they promised to do. They will do the job as agreed. This would be basically like the surety co-signing the contract, sort of how many teenagers got their first car loan with the help of a family co-signer. Of course, that family member never ever expected to make a payment, and neither does the surety. A payment bond guarantees the contractor will pay all his suppliers, all his employees, all his subcontractors that worked on that job. The performance bond and the payment bond are actually paired together and simply called contract bonds or final bonds. And the surety will charge you premium on the performance bond, and they throw in that payment bond for free. How about that? Type 2 bond category is called commercial surety, and there could be as many bond types in this category as there are stars in the sky. Commercial surety bonds are basically the everything else category in the world of surety. Just some of the types of bonds covered by commercial surety are license and permit, public official bonds, court bonds, utility bonds, and all other. In that all other category, all kinds of miscellaneous surety bonds. License and permit bonds is a term used to refer to bonds which are required to obtain a license or a permit for a city, county, state, or federal government. These bonds guarantee whatever the underlying statute, state law, municipal ordinance, or regulations require. They may be required for a number of reasons. For example, the payment of certain taxes and fees, and providing consumer protection as a condition to granting a license, related to the selling of real estate, motor vehicles, contracting services, etc. Now, some bond types included with licenses and permits are collection agency bonds, compliance guaranteeing license bonds, ICC broker bonds, license permit mortgage brokers, motor vehicle dealer bonds, and tax bonds. Again, new commercial bonds crop up every day. They are created by federal, state, county, city, or various municipalities in conjunction with all sorts of legislation that guarantee the compliance with the law to pay taxes or whatever else the legislature deems necessary. All are business and credit related and do follow the same basic rule that the applicant is ultimately responsible for any claim made upon the bond. Well, I hope you have enjoyed my little presentation on what is surety and look forward to talking more about surety in the future. Bye!